Have you ever stared at an old photo and thought, if this moment hadn't been captured, it would have been like it never happened? That's where the story of the camera begins. Not with the lens, not with the shutter button, but with something more ancient, the need to preserve. For thousands of years, humans have tried to hold on to moments. A footprint, a sketch, a visual memory that says I was here. It began with cave paintings, then royal portraits. But none of them were quick, none of them were precise, and honestly, none of them were cheap. Let's go back to the year 1826. A Frenchman named Joseph Nicéphore Niépce was looking for a way to capture images automatically. No painter, no brush, just light. He ran countless experiments. Eventually, he found something that worked. He coated a metal plate with natural asphalt called bitumen of Judea, then placed it in a light-type box with a lens. Light would pass through the lens and hit the asphalt. The parts exposed to light hardened. The darker areas stayed soft and could be washed away with oil. The result, a photograph taken from the window of his workshop. It took 8 full hours to expose and became the world's first permanent photograph view from the window at Le Gras. But Niépce died not long after. Before his death, he partnered with another inventor, Louis Daguerre. Daguerre carried on the mission and came up with a new method called the daguerreotype. This involved a polished silver plate sensitized with iodine vapor, then exposed to light. The image was developed using mercury fumes. Yes, mercury, the toxic stuff. In 1839, Daguerre unveiled his process, and the French government made it available to the public for free everywhere, except England, where Daguerre secured a patent. Photography fever spread fast. Now, ordinary people, not just kings, could own their own portrait. But there were still a few issues: long exposure times, bulky equipment, high costs. And smiling in photos, forget about it. You had to sit still for 10 minutes. In the 1850s, another breakthrough came. Frederick Scott Archer introduced the wet collodion process. Images had more detail and could now be printed on glass or paper. This is where negatives entered the game. Then came the brands that brought photography home. Kodak in 1888. George Eastman said, "You press the button, we do the rest." Kodak cameras came preloaded. You'd send the whole camera in and receive back your developed photos. Leica, from Germany, introduced the first compact 35mm cameras. Polaroid invented instant photography. Snap a picture and it would print right away. Canon, Nikon, Sony, Fujifilm. Each played a major role in shaping modern photography. From film to digital, from DSLR to mirrorless. And then came the phone in the year 2000 in Japan. Sharp introduced the world's first camera phone. From that point, no one needed to develop film anymore. Mobile cameras took over, apps followed, and now we can capture the entire world inside a tiny screen. But one question still remains. With all this tech, all these filters and edits, all this light and glass, are we really capturing ourselves or just the version we want to leave behind? Niépce wanted to record reality. We want to capture the ideal. So if you like this story, ask yourself, which moment in your life deserved to be captured but never was?
If you're curious to know where the first ones came from, subscribe to our channel.